So that's what's going on with the channel. Thank you guys for all coming, and welcome in Jen Joy. Welcome in, Jen.
Hi everyone. Hi Joe. Thank you so much for inviting me on your show. I'm super excited to be here.
So Jen, she's not all about tomatoes now. She's with peppers too.
I am. Yep, that's right. I'm getting into peppers. Hot peppers can be so pretty.
Oh, very pretty.
Mhm.
That's how I got into it, because when I first started, I have diverticulitis.
Oh.
That's so I'm got to be careful with seeds. I never had a problem with tomato seeds, but I got worried about hot peppers. I always had the jalapenos, and habaneros are my favorite.
Mhm.
But I grew it one year just for the heck of it, to see what it would grow, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so beautiful!"
Yeah.
And then I
The
learned,
flowers. Yep.
that if you just dehydrate the pepper, you're never going to have any of these issues.
Right.
Because everybody goes, "Oh, that's too hot for me. This is too much. There's no way." If you dehydrate it, do a little tap, you kind of figure out what you need, what you could take. And that's all you
Yeah.
need to do.
Yeah, this was
And
my first year of dehydrating hot peppers and making a powder. And I like to add it into my soups just to give it a little kick, but
mm,
yeah, I'm not much for like eating them raw. I gotta find somebody that will do, because I'm growing so many new peppers this year. Most of them are hot. I
mm,
need to find somebody that will do taste tests for me, because I'll just sit there and watch while I taste them.
I
How's
love
that
it.
taste? Is that burning your face off?
I love it. I'm telling you, when you dehydrate it, though, oh my God, they're so, so, so
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
I and I never realized how much of a fruity taste you could have with it.
And don't
It's like,
don't like sniff it. Well, like
yeah.
one time I took my powder, I was like,
Oh
oh.
no!
I was like, don't do that.
And then when you grind them up, to make sure it's not inside either.
Right. Yeah, because you'll be crying for a little while.
Jen, I gotta stay here with me. I gotta do a couple winners really quick,
Sounds great.
and because we got a lot of stuff to give away today,
Oh, I love
and
giveaways. They're so much fun.
so let me. It's not going to be the wheel. It's going to be. I have the wheel all set up, but I'm going to give the giveaway tool. So if you do, let me see. I'm going to do 2 hashtags in this live, and since Jen, let's you know what? Let's do bake a leg first. Then we're going to use Jen after that. So in the next break, okay, bake a leg,
That's such a cute
and
name.
you guys will have the choice of those tomatoes. Um, I got to make a banner for that quick too. But it's Printable Bouget, Wood's Famous Brimmer, Bosque Blue Blueberries, Large Barred Boar, Green Doctors, Lychee Tomato, and Tomato Restaurante. Or Restube. Lestrabe. I don't know. Something like that.
Some of these
It's,
names,
it's that.
pronunciation. I'm in West Virginia, so I just butcher a lot of stuff.
I butcher everything, and everybody here knows it. Everybody can't. Oh, I'm terrible with names.
Uh-huh. My husband even made like a video of me like butchering names. It's like a fun little short, and it's quite funny.
I'm happy my wife doesn't see me do it. So there's 30 entries so far. There's 58 people in the chat. You got to make sure you use it bake a leg. So I'm not checking your spelling. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to put a hashtag. We'll find out in a second. I might have to do this over again. No, because there's entries 33. So I didn't use the word hashtag, guys. Let's see if, well, it should work if there's if I don't have the hashtag and I see 34 entries right now. 35. People are still coming on in, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Principal Bourget, large beard boar, Bosque blueberries, Wood's Famous Brimmer, Green Doctors, Lychee Tomato Restaurante. Okay, we're gonna draw now. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
We got a lot of other stuff given out today too. Mary's Fiber Creations, congratulations.
Congrats, Mary's Fiber Creations.
Okay, let's do another. Draw again. The crafty stuff is all about the wheel, though. Ted Poddle. Congratulations to Ted
Congrats, Ted.
Poddle. I'm going to do 10 winners.
Oh, wow.
Boom. That's the way we say it on our big TV. Boom. Sound 146 Home and Garden. Awesome. Make sure you guys email me at gardenstategardener@yahoo.com. And if Jane, you could say that, if you could put it in the chat, I appreciate that. Mostly everybody here has my email already. Okay, let's keep on going. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, Joe. Barb Brownlee.
Congrats, Barb.
Our fifth winner. Who's it? Kathleen Moran.
Congrats, Kathleen.
Mike always wins. I don't think first it was Greg Bryson who won on my channel all the time, but now he's in a cold streak. But Mike, it's amazing how he
Mike
wins
took
not just
that
on my
over.
channel, but everywhere. I'll be in the chat. 8 o'clock in the morning, he wins. 10 o'clock in the morning, he wins. 11 o'clock in the morning, he wins. Deborah Richardson.
Congrats, Deborah.
Congratulations. Who's going to be the next one? Barb's Country Home.
Congrats.
Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head.
My best friend. Woohoo, Lauren.
Congratulations, Lauren. That's going to lead me to my next question. Or is it the first?
I'm not sure. I don't know if you've asked me anything yet.
I don't think I did either.
Hey, Sneetha.
That's their first 10 winners. Congratulations, everybody, everyone.
Oh, wow.
And that was pretty awesome. So how did you meet Lauren?
Through a Facebook group. I think I commented something about how many micro dwarf tomatoes there were, like different kinds, different varieties. And, or someone asked that. And then I put in the comment that I think I had like about 50. And then she put down another comment that she had like 80 something. And I was like, oh, I need to know who this person is. So I messaged her and I was just like, we need to talk. And it was just like I knew her from day one and we just got along great. We're like two peas in a pod and we've just been together ever since. She's a wonderful person, such a big heart. I love her so much.
Have you had a chance to meet her?
Not in person yet. We do lives though, so it feels like I'm with her, but no, not in person yet. Hopefully this year. I'm crossing my fingers and putting that out into the universe.
Now talk a little bit about your live show, like what days you usually go on together. And
we go on, it's called Tomato Talk, and we go on the first Friday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we just talk tomatoes. We have guests on there, breeders. I think February we've got Karen Olivier coming on our show. So I'm super excited about that. And then March we have Bill Yoder. Like, these people were just like, I fangirl. Like, so it's exciting to just kind of pick their brain and meet them. It's very fun.
Talking about an interview, you had somebody very special on your show who I've been following for a little while.
Oh yeah, Alexander Shumas from Lucky
Lucky
Garden.
Garden.
Yeah, he was there this past Friday. We went on at 1 that day because he is far, far away, and it was like 9 o'clock where he lives. So we actually changed the time so we could have him on there. And I was so grateful for him to agreeing to come on to the show. Yeah, it was exciting.
That is
His
the tough.
videos are incredible. Yeah, he put so much time and effort into them. I just can't even imagine all the videos that he must take and then have to like compile them for each. Like I know I can't do that.
Each one is so. I mean, it's so close up, and the
Hmm.
color is so perfect, and the
Yep.
tomato, and it's like you're just
Every
like,
single one he shows, it's just like I need to grow that. He just makes them look so delicious, like the best tomato ever. And then he goes on to the next one and shows that one. You're like, oh, that one's even better. I got to grow that one now too. Yeah, he's really nice too.
and the thing I learned on interview, English is his third language, and he
Yes.
he doesn't think he
Mhm.
can speak it.
Oh, yeah, he was worried, and I was just like, I think you're doing great. I'm probably not speaking English as good as you are. Like,
I'm,
I'm speaking
I'm not either.
West Virginia. Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody knows, like I already screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, Lucky Garden. That was a great interview
Oh,
because
I
I've been
loved
looking
it.
to have him on my channel for the last several months.
Oh,
And I
really?
just like, you know what, let me do it in a month where I could have time off so I could do it during the day because I know the
Mhm.
time wise.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Lady Bird Loves, she's from the UK, and was like, I'm already sleeping. What are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
You know? It's
Yeah,
two
we
o'clock
told
in
him
the
one time,
morning.
and he's like, "That's 3 in the morning for me." I was just like, "Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work, is it?" He goes, "I'm a night owl, but I think that's a little much." I was like, "Yeah, I'd say."
That was awesome. I'm going to show everybody two things on. Let me see. This is your YouTube page. Do I got it right? Yep.
Oh, yep, that's
So
me.
Jen Joy.
Mhm.
So if Jane Doe, if you could post to her link, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Whoa, I just look at that, 1.93 subs. Woohoo!
Yeah, it's been going up pretty steadily the past month. I'm excited about it. I don't know what's happening, but I'm here for it. Yeah.
I love it. I Now when I told Lauren when I see Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and I seen she had 350 subs or something at one time,
I
or
know.
she's, and I was like, that's pitiful.
I, I was just
And
I don't understand. Like
I don't
YouTube is
understand it
just
either.
uh like you just want to wring YouTube's algorithm's neck. Like what is wrong with you people? Yeah,
for
she should
someone
have.
that does, for someone
Her
that does
reviews are so
everything,
detailed.
yeah,
Yeah, I
for
mean,
someone
she
that
like,
does everything so right and so polite and everything there is perfect.
and she is who she is. She's not like fake in her videos. Like that's her, and you just fall in love with her.
Yes, exactly. And that's
Mhm.
when I follow. That's how I fell in love with M. Gardner
Oh
because he
yeah,
was so
yeah.
real.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
And
taught me so much. I loved watching the interview that you had with him. It was great. Yeah, I was fangirling over that too because I was like in the comments commenting. I'm like, oh, my goodness.
yeah, Luke is
I'm
the
such a weirdo. Sorry.
no. You could be the weirdo. Be you. That's what I love about it. Everybody
Oh,
should be. Everybody tries to be a person or not instead of just being themselves.
yeah,
So
I can't even be anyone else. Too much thought would go into that. Can't do that.
I don't have time for thought.
Exactly. Yeah. YouTube is hard.
So I like your plants for your tomatoes, and that you're going to expand.
Yes, that's the one I just put up there because last year I did Materville on a whim because I just wanted to start so many different varieties of tomatoes. Like I think I started 450 different varieties and there was at least 200 in Materville. But it's on a piece of property there where there is like I don't know what you call it. Is it a herd? A herd of deer? Is that what they are? Herds?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I was about to say a flock of deer. Like, but like they are always, every time I drive up to Materville, they're always up there. And before that, I knew that there was deer. And so I didn't want to put a whole lot of like effort. I mean, I did put a lot of effort into it, but like the fencing and stuff's messed up. So I got to redo that. But I didn't want to do that. And then the deer just eat everything up the first year. So I just kind of like you know, did it halfway and just to see if it would work out. It worked out. I got tons of tomatoes from that garden. So I'm going to
Hmm.
expand it. I doubt they're going to eat the hot peppers anyway. So if I
No,
expand it and
they
just,
do. Believe me, they do.
oh, do
That's what.
they? Oh, they're
Yes.
stupid.
Yep. And you know what
Well,
they?
I'm going to fence it in too. So,
I was. I had huge fence problems because I had a lot of family issues with things that went on with my life. The last I've been tore my Achilles tendon. Each last couple
oh,
summers have been really hard, and each
oh,
time last year I was going to put it. My wife and I were getting celebrating our 15-year anniversary, so we wanted to get married. Um, when my son
congratulations.
was well, so at a church because before we weren't married in a church, so we wanted to make sure that happened for her because it was something very important for my wife.
Oh,
And at the same time, my son, when he was going through cancer, he
I'm so
one of
sorry.
his wishes was to get a basketball court. So we refinanced our house to make it happen for him.
Oh, wow.
And the guy started a job. He never finished it. Totally screwed us over.
Oh,
And
are
so
you
my
kidding
son, the
me?
last couple of years, Dad, how's that court doing? You know, I'm like, you didn't know how much this takes out of me. It took everything out of me. Every time that wasn't done, and this guy, I'll be there this weekend. I'll be there this weekend.
Oh,
Never came. And
that's awful.
so this summer, I wanted to make sure it happened. My wife and I, we wanted to make sure we got that court done. So that took a lot of time not being home. And there goes the deer.
Oh,
the, the week I was putting my fence in, that weekend, they came in like on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I was growing 600 varieties of hot peppers, and
yeah.
they pretty much ate every single pepper
Oh
plant,
my gosh. Are you
tomato
serious?
plants. I think I had, I don't know, 300 tomato. I forgot what it was,
Mm,
and all my zucchinis and string beans. All my,
Gee, Christmas.
it was
Ah,
totally devastating.
yeah. That just
And
makes you want to throw your hands up and quit.
well, it's every year you want to, there's
Yeah.
challenges, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I had an issue with like a family of groundhogs one year, and they did that. They munched down all my tomato plants. But that's one thing I love about tomato plants. A good bit of them came back, even though they were munched down. They tried and they came back. Some of them came back and did lovely and gave me tomatoes. But it's still frustrating when you have just this animal come and just all your work. You put the seed in the dirt. You make sure you keep the dirt moist, and then watch the germination. Got the lights on. Everything. You put a lot of work into it, and then an animal comes in one night and just wipes out your crop, and you just you want to get the BB gun. No.
So some of the stuff on your site, which I absolutely love,
Well,
organizing
thank
my
you. Thank you.
organizing my tomato seed swaps, which is pretty cool. Top 25 tomato slices because you never could get down to 10. You're
Oh, there's no way. And 25 was even hard. I think I started with 35.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That would have been a
You,
very, very long video.
and so when you're in love with tomatoes, that's all you're looking for. So look, huge salt haul from Norway. I have never
Hmm.
done the Norway haul before.
Yeah,
So
I've got a lot. I've made a lot of friends through YouTube and through the Facebook group Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, and so I think it's really cool to get seeds from all over the world and have them in my garden. Like I've got seeds from Norway, I've got seeds from Belgium and Germany, and it's just neat to think about that they came all that way and now they're in my garden.
at my Gardner, Baker's Creek, wherever there's tomatoes,
Yeah.
Jen's
Hmm.
going to find it.
I'm there for it. I've probably got over 2,000 different varieties at this point, which it is so hard to narrow it down this year to what I want to grow. Like that haul from Norway, I've got an entire like 50 that we did the trade. Every single one of them, I like want to grow all of them. Like the trade with her was like incredible. I got so many off like my want list from her. It was insane. Like I look at that page and I'm like, I'm just taking the whole page out. I've got like my tomato trades finder here.
I love it.
It, it's like in here, and I just every once in a while when I want to smile, I'll find that page and just like, oh, yep, here it is. This one right here. So it's got all of them on there, and I just, uh, There's so many good ones. There's Jarsons, there's Kazulas, some of my favorites. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this year. I think I've got some really good stuff picked out already. I can't wait to taste them.
So in the chat, we got a couple new people. Face to Ace, got My Wild Home.
Hello,
Welcome in.
everyone.
Let's see who just came on in. I've been missing. M. Kelly, there we go. That's the mod for the site. Your mods for the tomatoes, right? Your tomato producer. Your program producer. There we go.
Who is it now?
Kelly, M. Kelly. He's on a thing. The producer for, I guess, Jen show? Lauren show? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, Mike. Oh, yeah.
Mike. There we go. M. Kelly, Mike.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Michael.
I forgot his first name.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out what you're saying here, but yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yes, he's our producer for Tomato Talk Live.
There we go, Michael, right there, our producer. So I want to show everybody your on Facebook. Whoop, let me whoop.
Oh yeah.
Whoop, we got a lot of stuff coming across. Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap.
Best Facebook group ever.
And it's a private group, so you have to get get invited to join.
Yep.
But this is awesome, guys. If you're into growing tomatoes, this is a site you want to go to.
Lots of helpful people in that group. Lots of caring. It's a very loving group. There's no drama. We don't like drama. If you try to start it, we're gonna delete your comments. Like we're not gonna mess with that. It's just a very kind and sharing. We've got a lot of giving people in there. There's always giveaways and games to play. It's so much fun. I get lost every time I get on there. Of course, I have to moderate, but
this always cracks me up. $5 for a little whole of cherry tomatoes.
And they don't even taste good. They taste like wet paper towel.
They are terrible.
They are awful. I have a video on my YouTube channel where me and my husband were blindfolded and we tasted a bunch of my heirloom tomatoes, and then my husband bought a store-bought one. And both of us at the same time, when we put it in our mouth, we were like, ugh. We knew exactly it was the store-bought. We couldn't guess the other names of the other ones because they were all just really good. But the store-bought one, and then at the end, the only thing left on the plate was the bite of store-bought that we did not want to eat. We ate all the rest of the tomatoes, but that one was just like, I'm not even going to bother putting the rest of that in my mouth. That's going to go to the chickens.
Well, they ship them when they're green anyway.
Oh, they're gross. They're so gross. If people say they don't like tomatoes, it's because they've never tried a homegrown one that they grew in their backyard. They are and they're so different. That's one of my goals with my channel, is to just get it out there that there's not just these red bland tomatoes. There's striped ones. There's different shaped ones. Like when I learned how many different varieties and that the colors and just combinations of them that there were, it blew my mind and I fell in love with them. And then I found out how easy they are to grow and how resilient. And I was just like, that's my plant.
Now, you know what I hear a lot, and I totally disagree, that certain tomatoes are grown for certain regions. I believe because your ground, if you have enough microbes in your soil where the roots grow, you're not going to have those disease problems where the plant just goes to nothing because they're not right for that climate. If you have the right microbes in there, the plant will grow healthy for you, no matter what.
You got to build your soil health. You definitely got to do that. I'm getting more and more into composting and just like building up, not messing with my soil and just adding to it, like layer by layer, just trying to add to it. But yeah, I've noticed that this past year, because I've been gardening here at my house, this is going to be my 5th year. And last year's tomatoes were so good. And so I think it's just because I keep adding layers of mushroom compost.
Mushroom compost is the best.
And then the compost from my lazy compost bins, where I just kind of throw everything in, and then at the end of the spring, I dig it all out and put it in the planting holes of all my tomatoes. I think doing all that and adding to it every year really helps, and I think the flavor is just getting better and better every year, which excites me. I'm like, yes, I think my dirt's good now.
And for those people that can't grow outside, well, they have micro tomatoes. Now,
Mhm.
what are your favorite micro tomatoes?
I've got one right here.
Boom!
And it's in a lovely container of cottage cheese container.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is Boca. I actually haven't tried Boca yet, but there's flowers on it. Oh, I'm so pumped. See? And there's actually
Beautiful.
one little tomato. As far as my favorite micro, what would that be? I really like Tiny Totem. That one was really good.
Hmm.
It has a decent sized tomato to it, so that's one of the reasons why I liked it. A smaller plant with like some really good decent size, and it's got decent flavor because there are a lot of micros, although they're fun to grow, but they don't have the best of flavor. But
Now,
Groovy Tunes. Sorry, go ahead.
one of my favorite places to get those is Heritage Farms or Bunny Hop Seeds.
Yeah.
Where are some of your favorite places to buy micros? Or
Forgotten
do it?
Heirlooms. That's where I got most of mine that I started with was Forgotten Heirlooms. Um, and most of the other ones, besides that, I've traded for on TLC. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
uh-huh. Yeah. The only other ones I think I bought were Wild Boar Farms came out with a set of four, and I
Hmm.
bought two of them, the green ones. He had two green ones that he came out with, and I had to have those. And I've traded since for the other two. So,
Now, you know we are seedaholics.
yeah, yeah. I am. I was organizing my seeds today and putting everything, like getting it ready for winter sowing. And yeah, I'm. It. I looked at myself and I was just like, "There's something wrong with you. You got too many seeds." Like,
we we admit it, but right after the show's over, that's what you're going to be doing is on the internet to see if you find something new.
yep, yep. Seeing who I can trade with. Yeah, I told myself yesterday, okay, you no more trades. I just packaged up like six really big trades with someone, with six different people, and then I was like, no more trades. And then a friend of mine started messaging me, and I was like, hey, did you still want to trade? So I started another big trade. I think we're up to like 20 varieties swat, and I'm like, yeah, I got to get focused on winter sowing and get going with the cabbages and the broccoli and stuff like that. So that stuff's hard for me, but I keep trying. I'm gonna just keep trying.
Now, do you save your seeds?
Yes, I save. I save whatever I can save. Especially like tomatoes. I saved, I think, 280 different varieties of tomato seeds so I could trade with. I
Awesome.
saved one cabbage plant, gave me like an entire, like one of these Ziploc baggies full of cabbage seeds. So I saved seeds from cabbage this year, a lot of basils, lots of flowers. Like I try to save what I can, just so I can have stuff to trade with. So and
Mhm.
grow again myself. But a lot of stuff I grow is like perennials, like as far as flowers, and it'll come back on its own. But
Here's the easy question. Well, tough question. Easy question.
mhm.
No, tough question. How's the husband take all the seed addictions?
At first, he was just kind of like, "Do you really need all these seeds?" And it's like that meme where you don't ask that question. Like I was just, "What are you talking about? I don't have those seeds." Like
Yeah.
he's
What
like,
do you
"There's no
want me to
way
do? I don't have it.
I don't have seeds for that yet." So at this point, he just hands me the mail. He's like, "Okay, that's your more seeds, more seeds, more seeds." Okay. He just, I don't know. And he builds me garden beds. So he's the one that built the cliffside garden, the tiered garden. He was like, he's one of those people about the tomatoes. He's like, when I first started gardening, he's like, I don't really think that tomatoes are going to taste all that different when you grow them as opposed to what's at the store. And he
Oh,
won't touch.
oh.
And he won't touch the ones at the store. He picks the tomatoes out of stuff when we go out to dinner and stuff. He's like, I'm not wasting my time with those tomatoes anymore. He loves homegrown tomatoes. So yeah, he backs me with my passion for tomatoes, and he'll sit here and do taste tests with me. He's on a lot of my videos doing taste tests, and he's so fun. He's so much fun.
So who has more seeds? You or Lauren?
I bet Lauren does.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I bet that Lauren does. I know she's got more micros than me. She's got like almost 200. I don't know how many I have, but I know it's nowhere near that. She's really been collecting all of those. I don't even know what to collect anymore. I'm gonna have to ask her. Like one of these days she'll probably have one Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, like a list of all the micros. It might already be on there now. I don't know. But yeah, she knows her stuff. I bet she does have more than me.
That's amazing. I'm just looking for bunny hop seeds because I want to show everybody where you could buy some micro seeds because I think that's very important because we're all about seeds here.
You were throwing up all those different catalogs and I hadn't seen but half of them. I was just like, what?
Wow. What could I find in those?
Like, yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm going to write these down when we're done here.
So this is Heritage Seed Market. This is bunny hop seeds. Ellie is absolutely amazing there. I love Ellie. So again, you got eggplant, you got okra, hot and sweet peppers, and tons of tomatoes and dwarf. Now, these sometimes seeds can be sent out 14 days or longer sometimes because so many people are buying their seeds right now. It's becoming more than just a job, especially when you don't have it's not a large company. Yeah. And she takes so much pride in her work, which I absolutely love. But here we go. Micro dwarf tomatoes, 35 types of micro dwarf tomatoes.
That's a good number to get started with.
Yeah. Now, I've given these seeds out for a long time. Idaho Garden Girl, I think, has almost basically every single one of these.
Oh, yeah. Look at that green one. Oh, is that Fat Frog? Yeah, that's Fat Frog. I like Fat Frog.
Yeah, I actually have grown that myself. That's grown really good. It's amazing because when you look at the little green, when I see green, I'm like, I don't want to taste it, you know?
Oh, I do. I've tasted so many good green tomatoes. Oh, I'm drawn to them. They're some of the yummiest ones. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize a green tomato it's green when it's ripe. I'll say green tomato to like patients and they're just like, oh, you mean an unripe one? I'm like, no, it's ripe. It's delicious.
It's still so good, but still, even though I've grown it and tasted it and I love them, it's still not in my mind. It's not like
visually you're blocked.
I'm blocked. I love the yellow. Anything with yellow, I love yellow.
Her pictures are gorgeous. I'm sitting here like looking like, do I have all of those?
I like Groovy Tunes too. A lot of some people.
Oh yeah, Groovy Tunes is really pretty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that Tartufo? I don't know if I said that right. Or Pink Spot. One of them's dark like that.
Over here to the right. Yeah, whatever you said.
Yeah.
Then you get the Ink Spot.
Ink Spot. Yeah, that's the dark one there. It's really pretty too. It's almost got like that little flower print on the top.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like about that, the top of it. Mm-hmm. With, like you said, the flower stem. I think it's pretty cool. The Ink Spot. Little Peeps. And you know what? These names are absolutely cracks me up.
I grew Little Peeps. It's good.
It has like a pointy top.
Yep. They're darling little plants. And I love them because it's something that can grow in the winter because it's really cold right now and we're buried in snow. And I've got my little jar here. I Mod Podged it with one of those Totally Tomatoes, that seed catalog. I cut all their pictures out. It was the one from like 2 years ago, and I Mod Podged a mason jar. And this one is, what is this one? Oh, this is that famous candy berry, Lauren. Lauren taste tested this one. It didn't beat Vilma, but I have high hopes for it. I can't wait to taste it.
There we go. Can you show that back? Because I was on still the other side. There we go.
Candy berry. And look at those. Can you see the flowers?
Oh, the flowers are really coming in. How's it smell? That smell in your hand, you probably, it smells so
good. It's not as good as the outdoor ones, but it's still there. Like, it's not as like you can walk outside my yard in summer and just get hit with the smell of tomato plants. I just love it. And there's always tar all over me, tomato tar. I hope that stuff's good for your skin because, like mud baths, except it's tomato tar baths. I give myself one of those every day in the summer.
A little hugging always helps.
Especially in Materville, boy, that was a obstacle course, and that after it got going, I was like reaching in, and then like the fencing wasn't great. Like I said, I didn't put a lot of effort into it, and it like fell over at one point. So I was like reaching through the fence. It was a mess, but I still got tomatoes. Still produced tomatoes. That's all that matters.
When all of Dare came to my garden last year, I still had some tomato plants that were lingering. I'm like, come on, tomato, come on, come to me, get red already. Because I planted so many. I just want a couple. I'm not gonna put it in front of my yard this year. They're gonna go right in my stomach. Welcome in the Stock Explorer. I love the Stock Explorer. That's she's been a great friend, and
hello.
Thank you so much, Nora, for coming on in. Yeah. So, wow. So, what do you talk about a little bit about your peppers and hot peppers, and with your group, and Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head, and everything you guys are doing with hot peppers?
Yeah. So we just started this group. I think today might have been our 1 month anniversary that we started Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. So it's kind of like the sister group to Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. So we're kind of doing the same kind of games and just the same format of stuff, try to keep it kind of the same. It's getting me into wanting to do more peppers because I want to, take pictures and share and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun. I think we've got like 500 members already, which is kind of incredible in 1 month. So, and I think it's about to blow up. I think both Tomato Lovers Collective and Pepper Lovers is about to blow up because, in the winter when people were starting to think about their gardens and they're looking on Facebook, they're going to find our group and then they'll fall in love with it too. There'll be lots more people to trade with. So come on, join.
I guess I'm going to get a call from Lauren sometime. Hey, Joe, can you come up north and help me a little bit?
Yeah.
Because it's so much work when you have so many people involved, and you're doing these seeds to put them left. It's very time consuming, and you need extra hands.
Yeah, she definitely does a lot of trading. I think she's had to put a kibosh to it for a little bit.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, and there's so many. But your brain keeps on going ahead. Like it's like, what could I do next? What can I get next? It's like, it's just you're always thinking ahead. It's something else with it. It's like you kind of relax with it. Even though you're so overwhelmed, you're still, it's actually a good feeling when you're doing what
you go back and forth. You're just like, oh, I could do more. And then, you do that. And then you get there and you're like, what was I thinking? And then you get comfortable again. And then you're like, I can do more. And then it's like a never ending cycle of that. Cause like now I want to expand Materville and make Pepperville. Like, and I thought last year was a lot of work, but I'm just like, I don't care. I'm going to do it anyways. Well, I'll get a pepper. I'll get a tomato. It'll be what it is. It might not be the prettiest garden, but I'm going to do what I can.
So Lauren goes, I've been working.
That's what she's still doing. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
20, if you wake up, I got to start early. 11 o'clock at night. I haven't moved out of my chair.
Still trading. Yeah, I just finished up, I think, 3 really big ones today. And I want to, so I got to get those mailed out. I got like a stack of like 7 or 8 that I finished yesterday that I got to send out. So, yeah, TLC has lots of trading.
She's blown away by the varieties available.
Yeah. That's what got me into loving tomatoes so much. It's
Love it.
just like I don't think I could probably garden for the next 40 years and I'll never, because they're still coming out with all kinds of new varieties. Like Bill Yoder, he's coming out with, oh, I forget what the, but he's got like 6 or 7 in a new series. I can't remember what the series is called, but they're all gorgeous. And I'm trying to figure out who I can trade with to get my hands on them.
So what kind of shirt do you have on?
Oh, it's a tomato shirt. I like to grow tomatoes. That's,
I
and then
love it.
I got my tomato
Oh.
earrings and
I
I got
didn't
those for
understand.
Christmas. Yeah.
And I like your tomato pajamas, the
Oh
matching
yeah, the
tomato
onesie.
pajamas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the one, and it's got a hood. Yeah, me and Lauren have matching tomato pajamas. Yep.
See, I watch.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
I'm a
We like to
lurker.
keep it fun. We like to keep it fun.
That's
What
the way.
adult doesn't like to put on a onesie every once in a while, you know?
Yeah, nothing like that. And a tomato onesie at that.
I would like it to have like the footies, but it doesn't. But I'll deal with it. My
Well,
feet
then
get cold.
you got to make your own. You got to make your own up and sell it for
Yeah,
yourself. You
yeah,
don't go put.
tomato socks. Just add the tomato socks to the onesie. That could work. That could work. Yep.
And then you can start your own pepper one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got a pepper hot sauce for Christmas in a jar shaped like a chicken, which was awesome. Because I have chickens of my own and I really like chickens. And then I'm into the pepper thing and I thought, oh, so what I'm gonna do when all the hot sauce, I think I don't know what kind of hot sauce it is, but once it's all gone, I'm gonna grow a micro tomato in it in the glass jar.
Go for it.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys have a basement? Where do you start all your tomatoes?
I have grow lights down in my basement.
It's
Yeah.
it is in the basement.
And it's heated with like a wood pellet stove. That's how we heat our house. So it's
Okay.
really warm down there. So I just planted some seeds last Sunday and some of them were germinating on Thursday. So it's warm enough down there that
It's
they
perfect.
germinate really fast. And I started a bunch more micros. That's what I started, micro tomato plants.
Now, does your tomato? Do you have something go right outside, or does it like your
Hmm.
basement, or do you have to go up the steps?
No, I have to go. No, I can go outside from the basement.
Oh, so that
Yeah.
works out really
And
well
head it
for
out and go out to my greenhouse. Um, but it's not very well insulated. The door has a big gap in it right now, so I'm trying to figure out a way to shut that gap up and then try to heat it a little bit. I think I'm going to build a compost bin inside the greenhouse.
you.
That way, maybe there'll be some heat generated by the compost, and then I'll also add like a little heater. But I gotta close up the gap, or otherwise that'll just be pointless and wasteful.
Yeah, no waste here. Don't want to
No,
waste anything. Now,
no,
what
I
do you
don't.
do with your when at the end of the season with your plants? What do you do with all the vines and everything that's dead?
Oh, they're still out there dead.
They're still out there dead.
They're still,
They're still laying around.
yeah, they're all still tied up on the cattle panels, dead as a doorknob. But I am hoping that I will get it cleaned up sooner than I did last year.
That's a good goal.
That's a goal. Like I
That's
keep thinking about it, but there's snow everywhere now, and I'm not going because I garden on like the side of a cliff, so
mhm.
I'm not going down those steps while they have snow on them.
Now, do you have snow in West Virginia?
Yep, it snowed here yesterday. It was like 5 or 6 inches, I think. We got a
Wow.
good bit. Got a good bit. Yeah, I was out there trying to clean the snow off of my greenhouse. Like, because I didn't know how much snow it could handle, and I'm like, no, I just built this last year.
We haven't had snow in 2 years now. We had
Oh,
sleet yesterday.
really?
Yep. We
That's
got
crazy.
well, I'm closer to the Jersey Shore too.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm about 20 minutes from the Jersey Shore, so it's a little warmer.
right.
Um, Yesterday's weather was wow. The storm was crazy.
Yeah.
Anything north of us, I would say about 25 miles, got a little more snow on the way up. But the winds were like 40, 50 miles an hour at the Jersey Shore. It was
I'm afraid of
insane.
the wind. I don't like the wind at all. Yeah. I'm a big, like, we had all these big old oak trees around my house. And then after Hurricane Sandy, I
Mhm.
had an arborist come in. I said, take them all down. Take them down. And then at that point, we had a wood burning stove. So we just used all those trees to heat our house for like 4 years.
Mhm.
But I wanted them
Hurricane.
all down because I about lost my mind. I do not like the wind. I'm scared of the wind.
I didn't realize Hurricane Sandy hit that bad down there.
It was pretty bad. Yep.
Wow, that was that big here. That's for sure. We'll never have a storm like that again.
Yeah, it flooded really badly, and the wind was absolutely. I mean, there was trees down everywhere. I think if I remember correctly, I couldn't go to work one day because there was like a big old tree in the middle of my neighborhood, and I couldn't get out. I was like, yeah, so it was bad, and I'll never forget it. And I had all my trees cut down because of it.
I still have an argument with my wife. Well, not an argument. One that was pretty hectic. I'm a big Rutgers guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our tailgate, it was our homecoming. Usually there is 50 people at our tailgate. I'm in charge of the cooking of the tailgate.
Okay.
Everybody gives me money. I do everything.
Oh, wow.
The hurricane is supposed to hit on Monday.
Uh-huh.
That's what it was supposed to be. So I'm like, well, I'll cook. I got everything made, got everything cooked, got everything. Everything was done, ready to go. I actually had stuff in my car, all ready to go. My wife goes, "Where are you going?" Well, I'm going to the game. She goes, "There's a hurricane coming." I'm like, "It's 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's 100 miles out west. It's not going to come till Monday. We'll be okay." Thinking, the storm's not going to do anything. It's 60-mile-an-hour winds. How bad of a storm? It's always it's windy here.
Right, right.
And oh my God. She calls me up. I left at halftime at the game. She goes, "If you don't get home, I'm divorcing you."
Oh.
You know?
I bet you hightailed it out of there, didn't you?
Oh, I got out of there. And she goes, "I already got a generator." I'm thinking, what do we need a generator for? You know?
Right.
Oh my God.
Wow, she knew. She knew.
She knew. I still can't forget. Now, do you use yarn, crochet, or crafts or anything?
I crochet. I also cross stitch. Was that a pepper?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Did you do that? Do you?
No, I got them gifted. Oh. I haven't had any time in 5 years.
That's wonderful. Yeah, no, my daughter's a big crocheter. She actually. Do I have something? Yeah, I have something of hers over here. I'll show you. She's really talented. She has a YouTube channel too, Jade Cordial. But
Okay,
she does a lot of crochet. But it's a napkin holder that is a frog.
Oh, look at that. That is so awesome. I love it.
He's eating the napkins. Yeah, she does all kinds of stuff.
That's cute.
I'm more of like a shawl blanket type of crocheter. Go back and forth in a row type of deal, you know? I taught her how to crochet, and then she just kind of went above and beyond what I can do.
You gotta... Cabbage?
That's a cabbage?
Or no, it could be a Brussels sprout. It could be a Brussels sprout.
I was going to say, it could be, Brussels sprout, cabbage. That's adorable.
But I have one that looks like me. We call it jalapeno. It's a jalapeno.
Really?
And I have no idea why you can't find it. You would absolutely love it. It's absolutely one of my favorite things ever.
That's so awesome. Oh, Lauren got me a gift. I'll show that. Let me grab it real quick.
Cool.
For Christmas, Lauren got me this.
Oh, I seen that during her live. I seen that one of the lives.
Yeah. We did a live and we unboxed our gifts to each other. I cross stitched her a tomato, and then it had like a border and it said tomato seeds. Yeah. Some of my best work of cross stitching.
Happy New Year to you. Let's trade paint. Awesome. There's a lot of new channels in channel tonight, so that's pretty awesome. Oh, and David Gray, they're Indiana, and Rutgers plays Indiana, but Rutgers has handled Indiana. As you can see, there's an Indiana thing right here. That's from David Gray.
Oh, okay.
The Rutgers guy. But there's one team in the Big Ten that Rutgers has beat in a lot of sports. It's been Indiana.
Oh.
We have their number for some reason. So, But Rutgers is not that good in basketball this year, so Indiana is going to put a beating on them. Anyway,
Oh,
hi David Gray. Oh wow! So it's 8:55 already.
wow, is it? Well, see, I can talk tomatoes, and it seems like it's been 5 minutes.
Yeah. How about your beefsteak tomatoes? What's your favorite beefsteak tomatoes?
Oh my goodness. This year I'm trying to grow an over 3 pounder. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But my favorite beefsteak this year was probably Abraham Green.
Okay.
Um, Another one that was delicious was Meat Breakfast. That's an orange one. Oh, and it's like basically like that one was stingy with the seeds because it really was. It's got a good name because it was just like a slab of orange meat.
It's perfect.
It's really
One
good.
slice is good.
Kozula 179. That
Okay.
one was amazing and absolutely stunning to look at. The outside was gorgeous, and then when you cut into it, the inside's gorgeous. Butterscotch beefsteak. That was the first tomato that I grew that had that kind of butterscotch coloring, and it was
Mhm.
delicious. Oh, Green Giant was good.
There's too
Del
many.
Rio Verde. Like I could keep. I do like the big slicers, the big juicy slicers. Like my family, they're more of like saladetters. Like they'll grab the smaller ones because they can slice a whole saladette and put it on a sandwich,
Mhm.
and use the whole tomato. They don't like to slice a big slicer and then have to store the rest of it in the fridge because they won't go back to it.
Right.
Um, so they just grab those saladettes where I like those big. I want to see how big it can get. Like
Oh, look at that. Big Bake is here. Welcome in, Big Bake. I haven't seen you in a long time.
big.
It's good to see you. Um, yeah. You know what? I had Kevin Forty on. He grows in the UK. He grows some of the largest vegetables, world record holder. And
Really?
he grew the Domingo tomato.
Oh yeah, that one's in my lineup this year.
And he showed us the tomato. I grew it to 2 pounds.
Hmm.
He grew it like I think it was 9 pounds,
Oh,
eight and a half, 9 pounds. I'm
what's
like,
his name?
Kevin Forty,
Kevin Ford.
Fortey. I have
Okay.
it on my page. We did an interview with him.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up.
And you see some of his. I'm like, that's the reason. One of the reasons why our channel's name is, Grow
Grow
Big
big.
TV.
Yeah,
We want to see some of the largest vegetables
it's kind of wild. Yeah.
grown. So
Yeah.
Domingo, how do
Go
you
ahead.
go a 2-3 pound tomato to 8 pounds?
Yeah, there's a Facebook group called Giant Tomato Growers.
Mhm.
And there's people there that grow those giant, like there's pictures of like 11 pounds. I mean, none of them look like they're edible, but like, because they're all like monstrosities, like, you know.
That's a perfect word for
Yeah,
him. You're
yeah,
never
but
going to get a perfect round one, that's for sure.
yeah, I'll go on there. Yeah, no. If you grow like a seven, anything I think more than like 4 pounds, and it's just kind of gonna be gnarly. I don't think I've ever seen one that looks all that edible. But I contacted a guy that's in that, and he's going to send me some seeds of some of his giant ones. Like he had one, and it was like 11 pounds. I was like, can I have seeds for that one? I just want to see what it'll grow. I'm sure I won't get anywhere near 11 pounds, but
that's right, Lauren. Go are you? Go are you? And here's a link for Jane just posted for Kevin Forty's
okay,
interview with
cool.
us.
Thanks.
So, Jen, thank you so much for coming on. I
Thank
was
you
so happy
for
you went.
inviting me. I was so excited when I got your message. I was like, oh yes. I'd love to.
Well, thank you so much, and
Thank
hopefully you
you.
guys go back to this live. There's a lot of little things that Lauren has said that you're like, what did she say? What did she say? What did she, where, what? That kind of thing. So go back and watch the live, and you'll probably catch up some things during a live, like, oh, that's pretty cool. Let me write that down. Because I know nobody here has a notebook writing stuff down.
Yeah.
And some of the sites that she talked about, some of the tomatoes that she just mentioned, you can't find those seeds anywhere, but you could find them on the tomatoes. What is this?
Tomato lovers collective and swap. Yep.
There you go. Perfect.
TLC for short. When you yeah, once you get into the group and you'll pare it down to TLC. You'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna go on TLC.
So that's awesome. So go check out TLC. But we're gonna continue on here, because we got some stuff to give away. Bacon leg and let's dig it is gonna start soon, if not started already. But we got some stuff to give away. Anyway, Jen, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I hope
And
you
we'll
all
talk.
enjoy your day.
Thank
Bye,
you. We'll talk
everyone.
soon. Thank you.